The reason that's important is because a lot of times your manager will be given certain tasks, priorities given by their manager kind of before talking to you, or something crazy came up and then they have a fire drill that they need to address and they need your help. So it's always important to ask, is there anything urgent you can help with? Um, at Google, like there are certain things like AI was coming, right? So when AI, whenever there's something with AI related or with like say a strategy related that was super urgent, the business wanted to move to a new territory and want to make more money. Um, Usually you're going to have to pivot really quickly, drop everything you're doing and help out with a certain project so the business can make more money or address anything urgent that's coming on board, right? Especially if you're in a high growth company, urgent things always change all the time, right? Usually there'll be a reorg. There will be some time where some new tech came up or some new territory needs to be looked into so that we can expand our business elsewhere, or you need to work with a certain team because a legal situation came up and you need to address the roadblock there, right? So there are so many times where urgent tasks, urgent things will come aboard and you will need to work with your manager to address it. And don't be scared like when those happen, right? Because it's normal. High growth companies where there is lots of innovation, lots of moving parts, where you're working with global teams, you will need to be okay with urgent things happening and you being put on that certain project, right? Because a lot of times your likelihood of success, if you execute well, will be beneficial to you, or you get a bonus, you get a raise, or you will be put up for promotion where you can talk about your promotion, or you can talk about the certain project or kind of thing you did during this, during your time at work. So you can kind of put that for your promotion documentation. Also, to when you have companies that are always constantly growing, this is kind of a sign of growth. So your equity, usually the value of equity, whatever you're doing, will kind of appreciate, because any project you may be working on may be very influential to the business and will allow your equity to rise because you help grow the business. In a sense, which I'm trying to say, which is it's very hard to get those types of projects, but sometimes you are lucky enough to be put on that. A lot of people are fighting for those because they're high impact. You get promoted and it looks good on the resume. So a lot of people are fighting for that.